On this episode of NSFW show, things happen. Chad's not even on the show. He literally just showed up here for the intro.
I wanted wine.
How did we get to this crazy place? Why are we drinking? We're joined by Scott Johnson and Brian Ibbott. We go on a roller coaster of emotion. Get ready to cry on your face, as NSFW show is up next.
Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is Twit.
Bandwidth for NSFW is brought to you by Cashfly at CACHEFLY.com.
This is NSFW, episode 218, recorded on February 18th, 2014. Night of 1,000 announcements.
This episode of NSFW is brought to you by ProXPN. ProXPN is a virtual private network that allows you to use the internet the way it should be, anonymous and unfiltered. For 20% off your new account, go to proxpn.com/twit and use the code NSFW. And Squarespace, the all-in-one platform that makes it fast and easy to create your own professional website or online portfolio. For a free 2-week trial and 10% off, go to squarespace.com and use offer code NSFW2. And Ting.com. Ting is a mobile phone service that makes sense. Save money with Ting. Pay only for what you use. Ting doesn't require a contract and offers unlimited devices on one shared plan. To save $25 on your first Ting device, visit nsfw.ting.com. That's nsfw.ting.com.
Let's go. What? Justin, you have the con on this. You tell me when you've had your fill of Flint Flossie and Slick Mahoney.
Oh, you're going to have to call in on this because I'll watch the whole thing.
All right, they got the crotch rock. That's good enough. That's as far as we're going to get to go, ladies and gentlemen, because it is go time for NSFW. New show full of win, the new sauce for the Webernet. The show that's nominally safe for work. Oh my gosh. All of the chat room is panicking and freaking out. I don't see why. Everything looks great from where I'm sitting. I'm Brian Brushwood in Austin, Texas. Joined via the internet, one Justin Robert Rubles III. What is going on, Professor JRY?
Brian, we are joined here today for a momentous gathering. Not only is it a seemingly regular episode of NSFW show, but we are joined by two of our best friends. Ladies and gentlemen, you might know them from The Morning Stream, the extraordinarily popular and award-winning podcast from the Frog Pants Network. It is none other than Scott Johnson and Brian Ibbott. Welcome,
Huzzah, gentlemen.
Huzzah to the shopkeep.
That's right.
The people's choice is what we are. We're the people's choice.
Have we ever had both of you guys on the show? Have we ever had a meeting, a four-way quad laser?
Yes.
When?
One time.
That's where Glape happened.
When the what?
Glape.
Glape. Oh yeah, Glape. Remember
Glape?
Glape?
Oh, that's right. That was Thanksgiving. That's when we had our festival of viral videos to chow down upon.
That's right, yes.
Yeah, Glape was the thing, and now we play it all the time on the show because of that one fateful meeting. But this is only our second time, so I feel like there's maybe perhaps a hat trick in our future.
Yeah, no, I'm sure. Look, we got plenty of opportunities to get you back on. But this is a very special evening because this, my friends, is the night of 1,000 announcements. I feel like I need to... Okay, I'm going to try out some sounders to go with this. It's good. See, because this is all I had was I was going to be like, a night of 1,000 announcements. Black people aren't slaves.
Oh, wow. Jeez. We're digging deep.
Sorry about that. That was kind of weird. That was from a different show. Hey, man, what are we doing, Justin? Where do you want to begin?
Well, you want to know what? We have Brian, we have Scott, we have 1,000 announcements. You want to start off with an announcement? We could just maybe like seed the announcements.
Heck yeah,
show.
Let's crank it up, man. Let's see our first announcement. What's up?
All right, here, let's get a little announcement.
Ooh, wow.
Your first announcements.
Number 4. Oh.
Right here on NSFW show, in 2 weeks, we will be joined by Old John Smokey and his world famous spoons.
Old John Smokey, man. You remember, he's the one who put together this version of our theme song there. Here we go. Dude, and his world famous spoons. I can't believe it. 2 weeks from today?
Yep. 2 weeks from today.
Not dead.
he will be on the show.
Old John Smokey, not dead, it turns out.
Yeah.
Oh, performing live also
Man.
on here in the studio.
Performing not dead.
That's well, you know what? 6 of one, half dozen another. We'll take him either way. It's
Hold
good to
on.
have Old
He's
John Smokey.
performing with spoons there in the studio.
That's what
His
we. that's what
world
we-
famous spoons, Scott.
Holy crap!
Chat room is saying in 3 weeks we'll have Chris Coppola back on the show, so that'll be fun too.
I have not listen. He hasn't been booked. Like this is not the night of 1,000 speculations. This is the night of 1,000 announcements.
Yeah, that's
okay?
right. These are facts, man. These are true things that we're
These are
telling you
facts.
guys. Old John Smokey coming back on the show. This is huge.
Well, do you guys want to play? There's a game we've been playing here on the show. A 12-sided drudge. You want to do a little 12-sided drudge?
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Heck yes. Sorry.
All right,
Heck
so
yes.
I got to do. Wait, did you just dial back from the outrageous hell yeah?
I felt like it was a gateway swear, and I might get worse later on.
Darn tootin'.
Just, yeah. In your heart, you know you were thinking hell. So
good.
I'm gonna just type here 12-sided die. Is that what I need to get a link to?
Yeah, virtual dice.
Virtual dice. Okay, virtual.
So here, Brian, you do that. I'm gonna explain to Brian and Scott what we do here. So the Drudge Report, of course, a venerable site there on the internet, been around forever. Still looks like it was crafted for a Netscape browser in 1992. It has an aggregate of all sorts of news from around the world. Many of it news of the weird, much of it political. All of it perfect for us to roll 2 12-sided dice to determine the column and number down, and we randomly discuss it because that's what we can do when we have not only me and Brian, but the addition of a whole nother talk show. We can just talk about stuff forever.
I feel like there's a lot to work with right here. So I tell you what, why don't we have you and me pick the first story? We'll get it started, and then they can pick the next story. Does that sound good?
All right. You want me to roll for column or for...
Why don't you go for column? What do you got?
All right. I rolled an 8.
All right, I'm going to throw this
Which
over
means
your
1,
face.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So it's the middle column.
I got an 11, so that means that we're going to go to Drudge. We'll look at the middle column. We'll go down to the 11th story, which we will speak as experts about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Apple looking at cars, medical devices.
Wow.
I think we all know what this is about, Justin.
Yeah. They're looking at a car and they said, you know, what's up with that car? You want to race?
Well, actually, I thought it was more like they were like, what do you think you're better than me just because you got a brand new car? I'm looking at a car. I'm looking at a car and the medical devices.
But did they look at the medical devices as preparatory for the race? In other words, were they trying to just kind of hedge their bets to say, look, this should go off without a hitch?
Well, this
We're
is
gonna
all
close
this is
off
all
this
part of
street?
Steve Jobs' like life hacking vision. You know, he felt like it wasn't just the hardware of our computers that mattered; it was the hardware of our body. And he felt like the ultimate racer, which is speculated. And you tell me this is wrong.
Which, by the way, how'd that work out for him?
Well, not so great, except for the fact that guess who their speed racer is? It's a cybernetic organism with the downloaded brain of Steve Jobs into the body, the stolen body of Steve Ballmer, grafted on like he's got tubes coming out through his whole body, hooked up to a car that they're looking at. This is all speculation.
Wow.
It's a very good point. Here to provide further comment, Brian Ibbott.
Yes, well, this is true. This is something that they've been looking at for quite some time. The fuel that actually is going to be keeping the car moving is actually going to be the fluids that they're going to be coming out of this body of this Balmer Jobs hybrid.
I'm sorry. It
juices.
sounds like we're having a little bit of difficulty communicating. I'm hearing fluids coming out of the body. Can you be more specific? Brian Ibbott, host of Coverville. Can you please be more specific for
These
the
are
news?
Balmer juices, copyrighted Balmer juices.
Copyrighted Balmer juice.
TM, it is a
By the way,
trademarked.
when reached for
raise.
comment, Apple elaborated, hey, I'm just looking over here. It's a crime to look now. I can't look with my eyes. Oh, just send him to jail.
Sounds legit. Let's see.
So now, see, you guys know how the bit works
Now
now,
we know
right?
how it
So
works.
you guys can lead it.
We report
Brian,
the
you roll
actual
for column.
news, just like Drudge Report. So
It's
you want
like
me-
teaching your grandma how Monopoly works. You do one round just to give her a taste.
That's right.
And I just and people just sold Boardwalk and Park Place right out from under me.
All right.
Yep.
I you know what? I just rolled for column, and it's going to be column number 1, Justin.
All right, I rolled a 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Johnny Carson's head writer, late night comics protect Obama.
They protect Obama.
Brian, do you think that late night comics protect the president of the United
Why
States
do I get
of
to start
America?
this one? Look at this guy right above me. Why is it?
I mean, I'll tell you, I know they do, and that's why it's the most hilarious class of Secret Service agents yet, because they all the Secret Service got killed, and so now they've had to hire the only people who take the job because of an arcane contract. It turns out that only the staff writers for late night television are eligible to join the Secret Service, and so they will protect Obama.
Here to provide further comment, it's the final score, Scott Johnson.
This just in, Jimmy Fallon has refused to take a bullet for the president if the occasion arose. He will not dive in front of that chair when they're doing a light interview about some of Obama's favorite jazz tunes. He will not leap over that desk and take that bullet. He's going to make his writers do it. This is a departure for what they usually do on The Tonight Show, where actually Conan O'Brien, who's not actually alive anymore, actually took a bullet for the president when he was there briefly. And now his body is in permanent internment, where it's like an open casket, kind of Lenin style, over at the USA Network. You can go walk by it and leave flowers and stuff.
So is there any truth to the rumors that was his unexpected departure from the Tonight Show was really about? Was him taking that bullet for Obama?
Oh no, this is. I mean, you have to read the right websites, but this is well known stuff. This is.
And how
this
do
is
you
fact.
comment on the word that Tom Snyder was a false flag?
You
He
talking
was
about
really
Tom
a
Snyder
leopard.
from the 1970s? The Tomorrow Show?
Well, he did some modern. I mean, Kilborn took over for him, right, or something.
I believe
Yeah.
Kilborn was a former assassin, if I'm not
And then-
mistaken.
well, that's true. Everyone knows that, but he wasn't a very good one. And then, so he gets kicked out, and then you got
he was
your,
a comedy
you got your
killer,
Craig
that Craig
Ferguson.
Kilborn.
Yeah, you got 2 Craigs in a row. The new one is Scottish. There's something in that. The leopard is now going to kill Putin, or I don't know how it works. There's some connection there.
Vladimir Putin. All right, Brian, let's go ahead and do one more, and then we'll roll into an ad.
You got it, man. I'm going to pick the column again because that worked out well. Column number 2, right there in the middle.
All right, and I rolled a 9, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
1, 2,
6,
3,
7,
4,
8, 9.
5, 6,
Naked
7.
dating reality show gets green lit.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Dude,
you're
this
scooping
is
us.
why has this never happened before? I'm actually going to read the story on this. Are you kidding me? Hold on. It says here 10-episode weekly series from the producers of Extreme Makeover. VH1 stripping down for romance. The music-themed cable network has picked up Naked Dating. The Halloween Reporter said, "Does this throw people naked to go out on a date together? A man and a woman as they date 2 different and naked suitors. The series will explore the art of romance and, yes, clothing." Holy cow. This is now I've heard that there's another show that's like Survivor Man, but it's called Naked and Afraid, and it's a dude and a chick totally naked left out in the elements. Is this real?
This is true. This is a real thing. My wife watched this, and I watched about 5 minutes of it and said, "This is crap."
Yeah,
But,
how can you say
Well,
that?
because you're not going to get, listen, when you're picking from the pool of people, that's like would I be naked on camera 24/7 and do this compared to the people that want to do this that will be clothed? You're not going to get a lot of interesting people. You're going to get a lot of dumb people, a lot of attention whores, but they're not necessarily going to be interesting.
But see, I feel the other way. I feel like the Venn diagram of people who want to appear on reality shows and the in the other circle of people who want to appear naked on reality shows, it's the same circle. It's like the overlap is 100%. Are you kidding me?
Because those people want to be singers and actors and actresses and everything, and they don't want to be known as the naked people. Now, they might get naked as part of the show, right? Because all those chicks that are on The Bachelor sure do bang The Bachelor like 4 days into the, taping of the reality show, right?
Man.
But they don't want to be only as that.
How big do you think the gag reel is of guys?
You're using big and gag in a sense.
Yeah,
about
how
that.
big is the gag reel? That's the only question. But like, is of dudes off to the side, like semi-chubbing up, like just making sure that they're presentable, like not battling shrinkage.
Hold on.
I gotta say,
Here's the big controversy, dude. This is the problem that's going to come up. I'm already smelling it happening now.
smelling the gag reel.
Naked dating, right? It's happening. But then there's going to be a big controversy. Everyone's going to fall in love with this. Middle America and the South, they're going to get behind this show until somebody unearths pictures of these people without their body beards. And then everything they do is now under scrutiny and no one believes it anymore. Reality out the door.
What do you mean? Hold on. When you say they're body beards, what is this?
Well, it's a veiled reference to everyone's favorite reality show, Duck Dynasty. And every time I see a picture of those guys without their beards, it's everybody has a total canary because everyone thinks those are genuine dudes. It's going to happen with naked dating. When I say body beards, I was referring to other parts of them that isn't their face.
Okay, no,
That's
but
what
wait,
I was aiming
is
for.
this also a thing on Duck Dynasty that there's like leaked photos of them without beards?
Oh yeah, and not like yesterday, but like a year ago or a year before the show started. They're just hanging out on a beach with a bunch of.
They were like rich people in Louisiana. They were just looking like regular ass rich people in Louisiana.
Even worse, they're wearing like golf shirts and like totally clean shaven and stuff.
Oh my
But you want to know why I buy the Duck Dynasty thing? Is because the Duck Dynasty thing looks like we're that rich, right? We're so rich that we don't care. Or like the guy, the man in the house is like, no, I'm not getting in the polo. I'm going to grow a crazy beard and I'm going to go duck hunting and neglect my family. Like that's how rich I feel like that dude is. But you want to know what is really rich?
What?
Yet another announcement.
Oh my gosh! Another announcement. Go! What do you got?
We have dates for Nerdtacular.
Yeah!
No one told me.
When's it happening?
We
I'm
do have
checking out
dates.
what?
It is again this year, the weekend of July 4th. It will be that Friday and that Saturday. Of course, some will be coming early and some will be staying late, but it's those two core days. It'll be at Snowbird, Utah again, at the beautiful Snowboards Summer Resort, and that's all we know so far. There's a lot of other stuff happening behind the scenes. We're picking a band again, which Brian knows about, and he's got some really cool ideas, but we can't talk about those yet. Too many other things in the works, but yes,
It's All Stars,
that's
the game
weekend.
show, live film sack, live morning stream.
Dude,
Potential
already
for
I've
another
seen
night
the
at
behind the
that?
scenes emails getting ready for the All Stars trivia competition, and it's gonna be brutal.
Heating up, man.
So-
Heating up.
And you want to know what else, Brian?
Yeah. What? Another?
Yet another announcement.
Whoa! No!
Me and you will be at Nerdtacular again this year.
Yeah! Are we gonna do another
told
Night Attack
me.
live?
Yeah, I don't know. Are we? Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Yes, we are.
Hold on. Play the music, Justin. Play the music. Justin, I have an announcement.
Go ahead.
We're gonna do a Night Attack live. Perfect.
Oh man.
It's going great.
Brian,
Yes. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm so used to that.
Brian's.
Yes, we're here for
Night of
you.
1,000 Brians.
Hey, real quick, actually,
I'm really glad that just happened because this is an example of a larger problem where you're trying to talk to one person and then somebody else is butting all up in your business. You know
Oh,
how like
yep.
Ibbott, I just tried to talk to you and Brushwood stuck his big snout up in what conversation we were trying to have.
That happens.
That's what the government and hackers are trying to do when you're trying to get on the internet and have a fun time.
yeah, you're just sitting there. You're all like, tube, and then all of a sudden the government's like, yes? Oh, you meant the, oh, no.
You're out there trying to check out the day rates on a lemur so you can bring it around and impress a lady friend. And next thing you know, old Uncle NSA starts poking all up in your beeswax, trying to figure out what you want with the lemur and how he can cut in on your sweet lady friend's time. Well, guess what? Get the hell out of here, NSA. I don't like you. And that's why I've recruited my friend ProXPN.
Shots fired, bro. Look, ProXPN's not even... You know how he can get away with saying that? Because he's saying it on a message board using encryption, thanks to ProXPN.
See, the problem is he used to be amateur XPN.
Well, actually...
He was somebody who did it well. Brian, his craft was what mattered, but he didn't collect money for it. Now he does collect money for it because he's so goddamn good at it, everybody cries when they see him work. Complete online privacy through a 512-bit encryption tunnel. Do you know what that means?
No.
Works via OpenVPN or PPTP, you choose. How about that?
Well,
you know what that means?
Which one should I choose?
Protect yourself against ISP's 6 strikes rule. Keep your personal internet usage private at work.
That's
Hey,
where...
Scott.
What?
You ever been at work and trying to search for something like where you can go find a bounce house? And
Right.
all of a sudden your work's like, hey, you're searching for all that bounce house info instead of doing your work. You ever have that happen?
I have, specifically the bounce house info. How'd you know about that? What?
Well, because-
I'm being watched now.
Well, guess what? With ProXPN, you can get that monkey off your back because they'll make sure that your info stays private. ProXPN works with your iOS or Android devices, allowing to use your data plan or public/corporate Wi-Fi with complete and total privacy on the go.
On the go, bro, is what they used to say, right? Or was it go pro?
On the go, bro. ProXPN. And then exclamation point. That was what they used to say. It was a saying for them.
It was not their most popular campaign.
Have I ever told you about how Steve Gibson reacted to this?
If I believe you said pants flyingest, tiger bitingest.
Yeah. I didn't think it was possible for him to come back.
Right.
To be honest, I thought that he went over the edge. But that's how good of a review he gave it on Security Now. All right.
Wow.
Like he was so excited. He was shaking with excitement. And he said, ProXPN!
He says, I'm sorry, I'm having my... Oh, man, I almost said something that I would regret. Go ahead.
Go to ProXPN.com/twit for more information and to sign up. ProXPN premium accounts are normally $9.95 a month or $74.95 for an entire year. Ibbott, that's a pretty good deal, right?
That's a hell of a deal. That's like the
Shut
price
up!
of a latte.
That's a
at
terrible
Starbucks.
idea.
Use the code NSFW to receive 20% off the lifetime of your account. That's less than $5 a month on the yearly plan, and if you're not satisfied, you can cancel within 7 days for a full refund. This is an amazing service. Go to ProXPN.com/twit and sign up with the code NSFW. ProXPN accepts payments through, I don't even know how to pronounce these, Visa, PayPal, and now Bitcoin.
Visa, PayPal, Bitcoin. Visa.
We thank ProXPN for their support of NSFW.
Visa. Perfect. It's perfect.
Man, there was something I was going to ask you right before the break, and instead you blew my mind with another announcement. I think I was going to ask you guys what details we could give out about Nerdtacular.
Very few, because there are no big details to give out yet, but there will be.
But it's definitely at Snowbird, so are tickets available yet?
That's the big thing. Tickets will be available the end of this month. We're aiming for the 24th. We'll see how that goes.
You said you're not
could be as
doing a
early as next week.
Kickstarter this year, right?
The plan is not to do a Kickstarter to see if we can't figure out how to do this on our own with tickets. And we'll still do special packages and the things people liked about the Kickstarter, but we want to see if we can do that without all of the overhead
Without
and the 30-day
cutting in the fat
timer.
cats over there at the old Kickstarter kingdom.
Yeah, exactly. So we think we can do it. There are smarter people who believe that we've figured it out than I am. So I trust them. So I think we're okay. But either way, we'll know what's going to happen as soon as next week hits and we see how tickets do, and we'll kind of keep an eye on it. We want to make sure the event happens. Nobody's out to make a bunch of money. Our goal is just to make it happen, have people there, and have a good time and give people a good event like we always try to do every year. So
I'll tell you
pretty
what.
stoked about it.
You know, Bonnie was unavailable to join us because on account of babies last year, but it was so much fun. You know, that's why I took her when we took our first vacation in a decade without the kids that wasn't work related. We went to Snowbird, had a fantastic 2 days, went skiing and snowboarding. It was great. And now I want to take her back for Nerdtacular. So I'll see if we
totally should, dude. And she hit it off with Kim, and they'd be perfect together. Bring Tina in on that.
Mm-hmm.
You get Ashley in on that. Look at all the lady friends of ours who would all just bonk heads and enjoy
Look at
themselves.
that.
And talk about us the whole
We've
time.
got
Great.
ladies. We've got ladies. 4 dudes, 4 ladies. So suck it. That's everybody else, not the ladies. Brian,
What's up?
yet another announcement.
What?
So before Nerdtacular hits, in a couple of weeks, South by Southwest is going to happen.
Yeah. We have a plan for that, don't we?
We do.
Because we're going to do a big party and we're going to have a bunch of people be here, right?
We are.
Okay.
And Brian and Scott, you guys are familiar with the musical stylings of one Tay Allen.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
She will be performing
I can clean my
live
room if I want.
at South by Southwest at our party
Yes.
in but a few scant weeks.
Yes.
I like that Brian went with the brush one instead of the one she's
mass
more
text.
famous for.
Yeah, well, that's been played. I mean, come on, that's like her "Call Me Maybe."
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's-
It's not like,
we're
it's
all
not like
over
Carly
that.
Rae Jepsen's second hit.
What's the did you hear about the whole religion that sprouted up around her nipples?
What?
We had her on NSFW and we played the video, and then after the video, all the chat room is talking about nothing except for a single time mark in there during
A time code.
A time code.
In the Clean My Room video.
It was like all of a sudden people were saying like Tay 3:34, like it was John 3:16, and then apparently like that was when they were convinced they had seen a nip slip.
Oh my gosh. Leave it to those
And it
guys to
wasn't.
do that, though. I
It
guess.
wasn't, but maybe it was. It was like a magic eye. Like you had to look at it, and you were like, "Wait a minute, is that a giraffe?" I'm not
Little
sure.
cross-eyed.
You know, we
But
all
listen,
see
if
what
we
we
just
want to
had
see.
Tay Allen,
Yeah,
that would be enough, right? That's a huge star at our party.
sure.
But when it comes to the NSFW show, the internet comes alive, Brian.
Yeah.
Which is why we will also be joined
Wait, play the
by
music.
Austin's own guy on a buffalo creating Possum Posse.
Huzzah! Play that music. Come on, that's an announcement. Possum Posse as well. Dude, I
So here
caught.
we go.
Hey, have you guys? Do you guys even know the guy on a buffalo thing?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
This show introduced
I
it to
don't.
me. In fact,
Whoa.
I want to say that we watched some of it on my premiere episode, the F a Dog episode.
No. F a Dog was before we had seen any of that.
Are
when
you
I was
sure?
down, yeah, I was down in Florida during that time, and I remember that within like a month of seeing Guy on a Buffalo, we had Possum Posse here in studio.
Second time I was on that.
All right, there.
Well, listen, I will say this. We were going to have a lot more details on that within the coming days because we actually have to figure it out. But as is the normal case with our South by So Wasted events, fluid on venue
influx.
because we are trying to find the best.
It's Schrodinger's beer is what it is. It's like you'll end up there and you'll end up drunk, but it's simultaneously both a disaster that will not happen and prearranged and perfect and preordained to rock your socks off.
Absolutely.
I've got another announcement. I got an announcement.
You got another one?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait a minute.
All right.
Let me get you the announcement music.
All right, here we go. This just in from Jackie Hearn, friend of the show, Buzz Out Loud's Tomas Marit is nominated for a Shorty Award.
Yeah.
Right there.
Oh!
And he's sitting on 255 nominations and apparently only needs like 7 to steal number 1 and punch Hitler in the face, just like our friend who made that silly boy roller coaster game. But he needs us to tweet out that whatever this thing, you click on it, basically you say
Shorty
I like
Awards. Yeah, you just say, I nominate Ace Detect in the category of hashtag podcaster for a Shorty Award. If you go to shortyawards.com, you can probably find that. So go ahead and check that out.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about this, what we did last week?
Did
With the 94-year-olds Kickstarter?
No.
We did we wanted to do what we do these compliment bombs where we sneak up and we find unlikely targets and we shower them with the audience's love and affection. In this case, there was a Kickstarter. We asked for the world's saddest Kickstarter, which we can't call this that anymore. Instead, It's one of the most inspiring Kickstarter. This was it was a board game from a guy named Stan Harper, who was a World War II vet. Made a little game.
94 years old. Play the beginning of this video.
Hi, my name is Stan Harper. I'm a 94-year-old World War II veteran and a retired businessman.
So we got this far. He wanted to make a board game that taught auto safety to up-and-coming drivers. This thing had like $12 pledged to it out of the $65,000 that he needed. And so we all descended in and threw dollars in his heroic face. And now he's up to 133 backers and well past 1337.
But I think wow. Listen, this is something we can all get behind. I think the morning stream should mention this. Everyone just throw a buck at this guy and a 94-year-old man. He's 94. He personally killed Hitler.
Yeah.
And he's a local guy. He's Golden, Colorado. I saw up on his page there. So he's just down the street from me.
See? You can watch.
I could hand him his money.
I'll tell you what, man. Here's what we do.
I could walk over and say, "Here's your money."
No, here's what we do. We strap a GoPro to your beautiful, gorgeous melon, and then you show up. You knock on his door. We see that door open, and we see fistfuls of ones flung at it, and then you run it away.
Making it rain.
It's viral gold.
Yes,
That's awesome.
We just got you up to $1,400. How do you like that?
I'll tell you what. He's still got 33 days to go. You can make some magic happen. Stan Harper is gonna see some mojo.
That generation sorely misrepresented in the Kickstarter world. I'll tell you that much.
There you go. For careful driving.
Like, there aren't any of them left. How many 94-year-olds are there? Like,
Not
seriously,
many.
Are there over 300?
For being courteous to slower vehicles.
They're like albino buffaloes, dude. You just don't see them anymore.
Go forward one space.
He's the guy on the albino buffalo.
Right.
I do like the retro style of these cards, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're actually pretty cool.
Very
Funny thing is, for him, he
1950s.
thinks it was like yesterday.
Wait, hold on. Play the music. Play the music. I just got another announcement. Veronica Belmont wants us to know that she's also nominated for a Shorty Award. She only has 5 nominations, though. So we got to fix that.
Wow. I'll tell you what. Way to clear some room for Tom, Veronica. He hasn't had a rough enough year. Let's go ahead and split the vote.
Are you looking at our nomination categories there?
Yeah, way to go, Ralph Nader. I mean, Veronica Belmont. I hope you're happy.
Way to Nader merit.
Don't be a Nader hater. Come on. Veronica says she never wins anything.
Oh.
All right, what do we got? What else we got?
You want some more? You want more announcements, or do you want to do? Let's knock out another ad, and then we'll get into the big announcements.
Yeah, now we're in the home
we've already
stretch,
done
man.
980 announcements. We only have 20 more.
All right,
and we will do it right after I mention. Hey, Brian, I want to make a website. You ever heard of these? This website business?
I don't know who you are or why you're in my house, but I'm going to make a website asking you to never come back. Unfortunately, I don't know how to use HTML. I just know that this will be a very popular site, and I need it to look good instantly, which is why I'm using Squarespace. I'm going to go to Squarespace. It's going to be jurypleaselevethis.squarespace.com, and I'm going to sign up for a free trial. I'm going to be able to play with it for 2 weeks, and then I'll be able to decide. They ain't going to ask me for a credit card or nothing, and when I do, it's going to be scalable. It's going to be able to handle robust traffic when it comes in because it's so popular. When everyone else says, "I also want Justin to leave my house," and you know what?
Because I'm in everybody's house.
Their Squarespace 6, they're going to be able to take all the photos of me shaking my fist at your stupid mug standing there on my doorstep. They're going to scale automatically, so they look great on a mobile device or on a desktop.
Did you go ahead and see that the Super Bowl?
I did. I saw a bit of it. I was in Utah. I was
Were you?
scoping out where Nerdtacular is going to be.
Well, as it turns out, there's commercials during the Super Bowl, and Squarespace was one of them. They wanted to let you know that a better web awaits because what normally the web is comprised of
Crap.
is shady street pimps with ice picks trying to strategically poke your skin to the point where you bleed out.
Yeah.
But Squarespace represents a haven from all that. No shady ice pick wielding street pimps for you when you are on Squarespace. They've got 25 beautiful templates for you to start with, and they've recently added a logo creator tool for individuals and small businesses with limited resources to create a very simple identity, okay? You know, what do you need something so fancy for? Just a little simple identity, that's all you need. Don't be such a big shot. How about this? Also e-commerce, inexpensive, mobile ready. And if you really want to get down to it, they don't just have a smoking hot bod on the outside. Even their code is beautiful.
What?
Okay?
You've never
Which is
valued
something
their
that
code.
I commonly say about Brian Ibbott. When people ask me about him, I say, listen, he's got a head that would literally make him a god in primitive cultures. But
this is true.
I'm easy to
his
draw on
code
cave
is
walls.
beautiful. That's really what matters. So here's what you do. You start a free 2-week trial with no credit card required. Start building your website. When you decide to sign up for Squarespace, make sure you use the offer code NSFW2 to get 10% off and show your support for NSFW. We thank Squarespace for their support of this show. A better web awaits, and it starts with your new Squarespace website. We have a couple. All right, here. You want to get into it? Are we getting into to the serious meat?
I think we are. I think everything else has been. I think we've tickled everyone's scrote long enough.
Have we found ourselves in the thick of it?
Did you say scrote? Did I hear that right?
Yeah, I said scrote. Why? What, you scrote hater?
I got to play something. Hold on. Here we go.
Is there a scrote song?
Listen to this right now. It's just a little quick little thing. Hold on. Here we go. Right here. Oh, hold on. Hold on.
Yeah,
hold on.
Don't give me your scrote.
Don't go anywhere. Okay, here we go. Here
Look,
we go.
I said scrote.
Brian Dunaway, everybody.
My scrote.
There you go. Just had to throw that in there. All right.
Chat room, much like we prophesied on Night Attack 2, someone shouting, "Show your scrote" in the audience. Wait, is this...
All right, let's go ahead and just lightning round them. Number one, NSFW show will be featured on Alpha Geek Radio.
Awesome.
Perfect.
So mobile listening will be something that you will be able to do on Alpha Geek Radio. Me and Brian, you'll be able to hear us there. Also, Coverville Radio is something that is rolling out. You'll be able to listen to 24/7 covers curated personally by the all-knowing hand of Brian Ibbott.
Yep.
And DiamondClub.tv now has straw poll
this is
integration.
Great. Take a look at this. We got DiamondClub.tv, DiamondClub.tv. Now,
watch this.
When you click on it, are you going to make a see it?
I just did.
I'm watching her say, what's the big announcement? And the question is Brian pregnant? Pol Pot, Dr. Bird is running for president. Jammer B has decided to play Altered Beast all night. I'm gonna go with Jammer B. Let's vote. Let's see what we got here.
From a young age, Tim Balls had
what is
a
this
gift.
crap?
When he was little.
That's an ad. All right, get out of here.
Ronald Balls?
So far, Brian
with
pregnant.
A hammer too.
Look at this, man. It all just pops up immediately. Brian is pregnant is number one with 7 votes already.
So there we go. Whenever you're watching anything on DiamondClub.tv, which will now include the morning stream, thank you very, very much to Scott and Brian for allowing us to cover or to simulcast that on DiamondClub.tv, as well as Current Geek Weekly and any other program in which either me, Veronica Belmont, Tom Merritt, or Brian Brushwood appear on the Frog Pants Network will be found there on DiamondClub.tv as well. So
basically, if you're a fan of the four of us, then just, if you want to know, hey, at this moment, are Brian, Justin, Tom, Veronica doing anything interesting? You can just go to DiamondClub.tv. If we're doing anything interesting, it'll be simulcast on there.
And here we go. Let's get to the big announcement. Brian, old John Smokey has been canceled from the NSFW show.
Damn it. I knew it. The guy's such a flake. He's so all over the place.
Actually, this is not, it's not old John Smokey's fault. He will not be appearing on NSFW in 2 weeks because there will not be an NSFW show in the next 3 weeks. We are ending our tenure on the Twit network.
Man, do you know what's funny? Is like we're playing it.
All right, before anybody says that we're not canceled, we are going independent. Let's make this. We're gonna be joking around a lot because that's what we do. We're a comedy show. But as I bust out the bottle of Ruin'em.
Oh, you've been holding on to this one. Yeah, by the way, this is I got a little verklempt just now. This is kind of a moment. This is a big deal. It is real for those of you guys watching. This is my pinky. You know, I don't mess around with the pinky swear. We're gonna take the show independent, and we made a. Do you want to play the video where we talked about why we're doing it, or do you?
I don't think we can because there's cussing.
Oh, daggone it. Okay, well let's do.
Daggone it.
I don't want to say dadgone it.
We are not canceled. All right. Listen, it was like literally the only directive. This is a completely amicable thing between us and Twit. Their one thing was to make 1 billion times clear that they have not canceled us. We are leaving on our own volition. So let me say once again, they have not canceled us. We are leaving of our own volition. This is going to be an independent show called Night Attack.
And to be honest, the reason for it is because making an honest assessment, you know, we noticed that Twit is making a lot of efforts to focus on their legitimate claim as being the CNN of tech. They are the heart of live tech news on the internet, and you need to have a certain amount of legitimacy that comes with that. You need to have responsible hosts or whatever. Meanwhile, our biggest successes, Justin Young and I, have been Night Attack, where we're filthy and completely uncensored and not worried at all. There's no filter. There's no anything happening to it. The Diamond Club book is so abjectly, horrifically filthy that I still haven't even read it. And meanwhile, you know, that's what this show seems to want to be, is unfiltered and unrestricted. And there's no way for us to continue to do that here at the network without being a constant liability for Twit. And I don't know about you, Justin, but you know, the massive leap forward in our presence that NSFW has given me. I can never thank Leo Laporte. I will always owe him. I will always be in his debt. I will always thank him for giving us this platform and for giving us the opportunity for 200 plus episodes, 4 years to essentially practice and pedal about and learn. Like, when else are you going to have the pressures?
Well, I mean, this
of a show?
It was a lot more. It was a lot more than practice. It was you know, just a tremendous opportunity. There's a lot that I can get you know, kind of real sappy about. But let's first reactions. What do you think, Scott? You know.
You want to know about Friday's reactions when I accidentally let this?
All right, let's dive into this crap.
Oops. Yeah. So I do this occasionally where I say things I'm not supposed to say. And Justin, man, if he is not a professional, then I don't know who is. Because when I let that thing spill on the air on Current Geek Weekly, which was on the air, let's just Current Geek now. Yeah. And it was you and it was Andrew Main, who I'm told I'm still not able to trust. Whatever. I let it spill I basically said, hey, isn't that the last episode on Twit? And I tried to get it out of you. And you faked a technical issue, and it was masterful. Really good. So good job on that. I'm super stoked for you guys. I think this is a sensible change and move, and I suspect it's going to get really interesting really fast, and you guys are going to be able to carry over all your fans, find a bunch of new ones. It's going to be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, you'll be able to retire the NSFW name in its glory and start up something brand new that will be as good, if not better. I think better because of the unfiltered, uncensored stuff that you guys like to do. So, congratulations, you guys.
So I guess that's the bitter irony, is that we go from calling the show NSFW to making it
to
NSFW.
actually being able to curse on it. All right. So just for people who are asking, it's going to be called Night Attack. Our last episode of NSFW show will be next week, and we are kicking it about as old school as you can kick it. Brian will be hosting it from his house, and you'll be on the road, right?
Oh my gosh, our final episode. No. No. We're doing it Monday night. It's a
Monday
night
night.
early.
We're doing it Monday night. Next Monday night, we're pre-taping it, so you will be in Austin, and I will be in Florida. Oddly enough.
Yeah, and so, really? So you'll be in Florida and I'll be in Austin, and we can do it just like the old school. That's
so we're
amazing.
going out the way we came in. All right, so it'll be Night Attack. We're going to be live the week after that. So the week after that will be our first episode of Night Attack. It will still be on the same time. You will be able to find us at diamondclub.tv. That will be the live streaming home of it. The chat will be right there. It's going to be the Cord Killers chat.
Man.
Well, oh yeah. Also, we have a Patreon. It's because we need that fat green to keep this party rolling.
Patreon.com/Night Attack. It's that's where you could go. We recorded a nice video where we sort of went into more depth about why we're doing this, and we're doing our best to explain it right now for you. But of course, we got a lot of distractions going on. I'm not gonna lie, we cared enough about getting it right that we did 7-8 takes of this, Justin?
Yeah. Yeah, no, we definitely wanted to make it something that everybody knew. And let me just say on a personal level, Brian, when you started doing BB Live show, let alone NSFW show, you came from a position of having a success with Scam School. I had about 25 Twitter followers when we first started doing BB Live show and NSFW show, and to the point where now, if I wanted to pursue something in tech journalism, I probably would be able to, and that is 100% because of Twit and the opportunity that they've given us, and speaking from a personal perspective, what they've given me. So Leo and Lisa, it's been, and Dane Golden, they've been huge to our career and to my career personally. I can't owe them enough, and the fact that we're able to kind of go off and make something that I think is extraordinarily special is really because of them.
Yeah, man. Again, it's like the intention is, to do more of what people have. And this is the difficult thing. Is like we would have one of those episodes where stuff gets out of control or goes wild or whatever, and it would be really fun in the moment, and the crowd would really love it, and then we would really feel bad for having exposed Twit to some serious problems. And sometimes we would hear about it later on down the road. And it's just like, I don't want our relationship to be that with Twit. I want us to always continue to feel like we have to owe Twit something. And we want to be able to continue to be friends of the network and showing up on This Week in Tech. And I know you're going to keep doing Before You Buy and some other stuff, right, Justin?
Yeah. I mean, I've made it very, very clear to both Leo and Lisa. I talked to Leo a little bit today, and I made it clear to him that I would love to continue to do stuff before you buy, because I really enjoy it. But I'll still be here in Oakland. I'll still be in the Bay Area. It's a real quick ride for me up here. So yeah, I mean, there's isn't the end of anything with Twit. It's just really the evolution and kind of us taking this to the next level. Now, a lot of people I'm seeing here in the chat room, well, why aren't you going to Frog Pants? Why aren't you going to Guys from Queens? Why aren't you going to Revision 3? Stuff like that, these other networks. For the simple reason why we're leaving friends at a network. Like, we don't want to burden new friends at a network by us talking about, the Pope shooting guns and all sorts of other stuff, and, just offending advertisers on other people for whom we're close to. We got to do this by ourselves.
Well, and so I guess at this point, really, we should turn it over to Ibbott and Johnson, because you guys have already experienced what we're wanting to do. You've been in independent production, starting with nothing but a new ambitious idea and a core inclination of what's possible. Like, walk us. How long have you guys been doing the morning stream, and what have you learned in that time that we need to hear?
It was January. Remind me if I'm wrong, but January 2011, right, Brian?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
And that came after our experience together on Film Sack, of course, with our other two co-hosts there. But if anything has come out of the Ibbott Johnson combination, I think it's this. We found through this experience that this kind of crossover is a really powerful and kind of important thing for both of the independent things we're doing. So while Frog Pants is full of all sorts of crossover, I may as well just name the network the Crossover Network. There's so much of that happening, and it's so great and everything. It's still a very independent thing, and there's a whole other side to it that's outside of the podcasting. All the stuff that happens on this end is made so much better by working with people who have, again, another unique set of skills, not unlike Liam Neeson in both of his movies about taking people. So in Brian's case, Brian comes from Coverville, and he was the second podcast I ever heard in my life. back in 2005. And it's weird to think that that's the case and that we're still doing this together. But he came from that, from that work and from that stuff from such a different perspective and having a different set of skills that just meshed so easily with what I was doing. The personalities are right, the connections are right, and it's just made for a little taste of awesome. So the idea that you guys are jumping out on your own and being independent in this way is a powerful thing, because it's not just going to be you guys in a corner and never the twain shall meet from anywhere else. There's going to be all kinds of crossover happening with Night Attack and with everything else you guys do. Like there already is. I mean, we're already all sleeping in each other's beds constantly, and it's great. We love it.
And that's what's funny is you mentioned that there's other things that you could do. One of the things with having the Night Attack RSS feed, and I guess that's, as we explained in the video, if you go to patreon.com/Night Attack, you'll see us talking about it. There's really only two things that change. One is that you got to sign up for the RSS feed, the which takes you to bit.ly.com or whatever. Just click on it on there. Go to patreon.com/Night Attack. And you'll click on it and you'll get the new RSS feed. And then really the only other thing is that someone, doesn't have to be you, but somebody needs to kick in some cash to the Patreon, and then we're covered. It's amazing to me that that the tools of distribution have finally evolved to the level where it directly caters to the type of irresponsible programming that Justin and I want to do. Like this wouldn't have worked in the BB Live Show days because Patreon wasn't around. There wasn't a way for people to just pledge and have it auto take.
Well, and to be brutally honest, because we didn't have the audience. Scam School was not in the position that it is now. We didn't have the audience that we had gained through Twit. There was 5 years worth of audience building in between then and now. 5 years of Dragon Cons, of Nerdtaculars, of South by Southwest. 5 years of people like amazingly talented people for us coming into contact with, including Tom Merritt and Jason Howell and Sarah Lane and Chad and Patrick coming to work here and working with Jammerby. There was just, a lot that had to happen before we were in a position where we could do the show that we wanted on a level that was kind of free to grow and even grow beyond the podcast, which is what the Patreon's about, is that this is about us making the new albums. This is about us putting tracks from those albums in the same feed as the podcast, so we're not pushing people to two different places. This is about us looking to do live shows. This is about us looking to do this on a more frequent basis than 1 day a week. And it's all basically because we have been lucky enough to kind of have the fan base that we've gained.
I'll tell you what, think about this also, like looking back, and I'm sure you mentioned that you got lost in an NSFW hole. Wow, that sounds bad out of context. You mentioned that you got lost in a show hole, which is not much better. You mentioned that you slipped in.
It's getting better, dude. Getting better.
Okay, you mentioned that all of a sudden you lost yourself in hours of previous content or whatever. But when I look back at those BB Live Show days, that was all electricity and enthusiasm and zero talent. We had zero patience for segments or keeping things moving. And it's like now I look at the crucible, as much as as difficult as it was for us to retool everything to make everything broadcast friendly, including dealing with 5 years of people mocking us for the name of the show being NSFW when we couldn't actually be NSFW, what we came out of that with was the ability to understand the importance of keeping it cut into segments and keep moving forward and to talk around certain things. So we didn't always have to be, BF in this or whatever.
All right. Well, here, listen, we're going to get some more. We're going to get into a little bit more about what lies in the future, not only for NSFW next week, but also Night Attack going forward. But first, let me bring you guys a little word from Ting.
Uh-oh.
Ting, Brian.
Hey, man, what's up with Ting?
They're a no BS mobile service. Don't get it twisted, y'all. Ting is a no BS mobile service. They're also an MVNO. Resell the nationwide Sprint network. Here's the deal. You want to talk about pricing?
I mean, can we?
How about superior pricing? And I mean superior like the lake. It's huge, and their rates just got better. Ting has received better pricing from Sprint, and you want to know what? They could sit on it. They could sit on it like Scrooge McDuck and just go swimming in their gold coin bin. But they're not. They're going to pass everything on to you. The savings hit your wallet and or pocketbook. Nothing fancy, just better rates. A lower monthly bill. How low can you go? Let's find out together with the limbo that is Ting.
Do the Ting limbo.
No overage charges or penalties, no add-on charges, no contracts or ETFs. Hey, Scott.
Yeah.
You ever look at your cell phone bill and you see like old man McGillicuddy's oven mitts on there, and you're like, how the hell did I get to pay for that? I'm just trying to text my family.
Ever since they showed up on Amazon, old man McGillicuddy shows up on my bill more often than I'd like.
Well, how about this? If you have Ting, you get no mysterious line items on your bill. Ting charges you for what you use plus whatever taxes they're legally required to collect. And they're not going to screw around on that. They will show you a picture that the government has of them naked and bound with a gun to their head that they have to pay these taxes or else they wouldn't. They go rogue, baby. You don't think they have the nuts? Then you don't know Ting. Powerful online account control panel, no hold customer support, and excellent online support. Do yourself a favor. Go on over and call 1-855-TING-FTW anytime between 8 a.m. And 8 p.m. Eastern time and ask, who's the baddest MVNO reseller? And they will go, Ting.com. And then you go, show enough. So that's what you do. Go to nsfw.ting.com, save money, and better manage your mobile phone usage with Ting. Check out their savings calculator and see how much you or your company can save. NSFW viewers can also save $25 on your first Ting device when you sign up. Visit nsfw.ting.com and start saving today.
Hey, Justin, I just thought of a new game.
What's that?
I really like this game because you realize right now the whole world. Let me test. Hey, Ibbott, Johnson.
Yeah.
You guys watching House of Cards?
No.
Okay, screw both of you.
So that
I know. It's been on my list.
Shut up. Stop talking. Listen, Justin, everyone who matters is watching Game of Thrones or House of Cards, right?
Yeah.
But not everyone's finished it yet. So here's a new game. There's 1 week we can play this game. And it is called the inadvertently dropping House of Cards spoilers that don't yet exist game. So what you do, and it doesn't matter how much you've seen, the one rule is that you can't actually drop a real spoiler. So what you do, like just now when you were talking about Ting, it's like you should, I pictured you saying something like, and then all of a sudden you're bound and gagged and someone's taking a cell phone picture of you, right? And then here's the phrase, you say, but enough about House of Cards, am I right? And then that's when the person who's 4 episodes in goes, oh, come on, I'm just spoilers, I haven't even gotten there yet, damn it. So
what would be the best? Because you couldn't do it with all shows. You couldn't just know but enough about MASH.
No. It's right now.
It's got to be House of Cards,
this week, and it's only for 1 week. After this week, everyone will have seen all of it. But for right now, you find yourself into a situation to where you can say some kind of obscure phrase. Whether it's about it's like then one like they found my cell phone half up my ass in a graphic police photo. But enough about House of Cards. Am I right? And it's got to be. But enough about House of Cards. Am I right? As if they would catch your reference. Okay,
but also you have to mug. You have to have like a kind of face afterwards. So let's try this real quick.
All right, here we go.
Now, Scott and Brian, this is perfect for you guys since you haven't seen the show.
Yes, you can
so you have to say something outlandish. Say, but enough about House of Cards. Am I right? And then mug for the camera.
And keep in mind also, it's got to be plausible in that world. Something blackmail related, something backstabbing related, political related. It's not like I'm assassinating the president, but enough about House of Cards, am I right? And then it's
okay.
and then just that's what you get, right?
All right, so go ahead, Scott. You go first.
Oh, I go first, do I? All right.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Did you say something about MASH earlier? Was that you, Justin?
I did. Yeah.
That's what she said.
All right, just need an excuse to play it. All right, let's see. Here we go. How about this? See, I'm good at non sequitur ridiculous things to say, but to make it political and intriguing. Okay, hold on. All right. How about this? That was the worst poisonous casserole I've ever had. But enough about House of Cards. Yeah.
All right. The line is you gotta say, "Am I right?" But however,
right?
I will now because of your performance. I will add acceptable to the pantheon is yeah. Wait, that's
All
an
right,
animated
but
GIF I want.
By the way,
I wet the whistle for you,
Molson
dude.
ate dry, and I don't know whether or not this was meant to be condescending, but I'll read it as condescending. As far as I know, he's a huge fan. He just saw you do what you did and just said, draw a picture, Scott.
That's my new favorite, Scott Johnson. It's draw a picture.
Yeah, just go draw a
Exactly.
picture. That's actually pretty good. Thanks, Molson.
All right, Brian,
Yes.
give us a fake House
I've
of
got
Cards
one,
spoiler. You say, am I right? And then you mug, and you have to top Scott's
Although
mug, 'cause
acceptable
he
is
did a great mug.
Is the chicken flap eye bugging?
And that was the last time that I got felt up in the back of a black presidential limousine. But enough about shit.
Oh, yeah. From the top. From the top. We got this. You're doing great. You're doing great.
Your line was good.
You lose.
Let's try one more time.
Okay. On mine again? All right.
Yeah.
That was the last time I got felt up in the back of a black presidential limousine. But enough about House of Cards, am I right?
Beautiful. It's great. It's great. Hold on. People are claiming there was a legit belt. I only heard shh.
Oh, no, I think I did drop one.
Oh,
no,
you did?
I think he went around. He went around
Did
on
I?
the bat.
Did I?
That's a strike from the first base umpire.
All right. There it is.
So here, something that we're going to have to discuss on the show next week, Brian. These are topics that we are going to bring to the floor for the building of Night Attack. It'll be part of our last episode. What are we going to do with ads?
Yep.
What are we going to do with the belt bet?
Yep.
These are things we got to figure out.
You know what?
We need
to write NSFW's last will and testament. And or in fact, the chat realm can write the last will and testament of what we bequeath to whom and which characters are allowed to survive. Because
you want to kill off some characters? Some characters can't make it.
I'm saying NSFW is laying there dying, and it says, and it's some of them like I want to give to you.
NSFW.
Yeah, like this.
I wish I could come back with you, and I was a younger man. I could have the belt bet song.
Hey, you know what? By a total coincidence, I don't know how this happened, but we always the crowd always plays the NSFW bingo, and man, did I luck out with the card that I drew randomly. This week I got the best card, and I totally went. Let me just do a little bingo action on that. There we go. Boo. Beautiful. All right, and we're done. I won. Fantastic.
There we go.
Bingo.
Hey, Brian.
Hey, buddy, what's up?
I got some news for you.
What? Oh, wait, is this an announcement?
We just got a raise, bro.
Oh, did we really? We just hit our first milestone. Look at that. Hold on. Let me, I'll go to this and, man, that's really reassuring because it's tough. It's so difficult to give up something that you know and love and is safe or whatever. But the fact that we already hit our first, look at that, one milestone goal reached. Woohoo. We got a raise. Thank you guys. That's huge. That's amazing.
All right. Man, this is such a weird episode, and it's been, to be honest with you, to be brutally honest, it's been such a weird week. And Brian and Scott, we got to have you guys back on because this would have
be on
normally
NSFW.
Yeah,
Well,
can we go ahead and make proclamations now? You guys are banned from NSFW forever. We're
Right.
never
my last
taking that
NSFW.
ban away, jerk.
All right. Never lift it.
Because normally we would do a really funny episode and we'd have bits and we would go back and forth and it wouldn't just be about us, but this kind of snuck up. The exact date snuck up.
Yeah, we
on
didn't
us
know.
after
We
we'd
booked you guys
previously
before
booked
we
you
had
guys.
any idea of how everything was going to shake out.
Right.
But
so
if
we
anyone
had
could
to
handle
back.
it, it's
I
you
You put
apologize.
us
guys.
on,
This
you
was
put
all
us on
about
an
us.
episode where a major character gets killed. But enough about House of Cards. Am I right?
Oh! I love the double whammy where it's like he nails it.
I've heard people say that to too much of anything is not good for you.
I love the way you nailed it. And then immediately, as if sensing fresh meat, Scott leans in to go, right there.
That's my new thing. What am I going to do with F a dog? Does that get retired too and the show goes
Oh,
away?
no. I believe that makes the cut. Look, this next week is going to be a free-for-all. Chat Realm's going to have so many docs. Just look up hashtag Chat Realm on Twitter if you want to see all the action happening as everybody decides what does and does not need to thrive and survive after this.
Well, I can say this, and Brian, if you disagree, tell me different. But I feel like it was a fine episode to be on because I'm excited for you guys, and I'm a sappy dude anyway, and I like to see people do cool stuff. And it's easy because you're friends, so we are happy to be on this one, and we'll be glad to be on whatever ridiculous thing you do in the future. It's not a problem. Whatever you need.
Scott, I couldn't agree
more.
But enough about House of Cards.
Sorry.
No, I totally agree. It felt like a milestone episode to be on. I'm glad we could be here to celebrate the good news because it really is a relaunching. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end or some other.
But enough about House of Cards.
Right.
Yeah. So people are asking like, wait, where do we go? And what do we, first of all, there will be, our last episode will be next week, right? So we got one more week. Final episode will be Monday evening at 9 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Pacific. After that, there's really only two places you need to worry about is patreon.com/nightattack and diamondclub.tv. Everything will be in one side or the other, and you can sign up. There's a link to the RSS feed in the text for the Patreon that you can find. And again, we said it a million times over. Twit, we are forever in your debt. Leo, we are forever in your debt. We hope to be friends of the network for all eternity. There simply is no words for what you have made possible for us, and we are eternally grateful.
By the way, Daphne Games in the chat room saying, let's not kill off characters from this or any other show. All right, real quick. Also, by the way, if you are subscribed to the Night Attack 3 feed, the one that we've been doing where we've had all the stuff from our recordings for Night Attack 3, congratulations. You're already subscribed to the new Night Attack feed.
Right, that's the audio feed at least, but we're definitely going to add a video, or we're going to, well, actually, that's the goal we should have bothered to set is what the number is for us to make sure to have a video feed as well, because we got hosting and all that crap.
Yeah. We'll figure that out. You're in discussions.
People are saying into the chat, they're like canceled, but enough about House of Cards. Am I right?
Oh! All right, man. I can't believe this is happening. So let's go ahead and do the plugs. You guys do the morning stream, right, Scott?
Yeah, we do. That happens every Monday through Thursday.
Yeah.
If I can get that out. And we have a really good time doing it. And if you like morning shows that aren't morning shows, like if you hate traditional morning shows and you'd rather have something that's a little bit different, a little different approach, you'd probably really like that show, those of you listening. So you should check it out. It's at frogpants.com/TMS. And there's a billion things going on the network. There's all kinds of crap happening. Lots of shows, lots to hear, lots to do. So people should check all that out. And they can follow me at Scott Johnson on Twitter, because I'm always saying stupid stuff over there.
All right, so you guys are doing a that's so great. So you guys are doing a morning stream tomorrow?
Yes, there will be a morning stream tomorrow morning.
And that'll be the last one on the Frog Pants Network, right? Is I supposed to say that?
There's a new spot opening up at Twit. We're totally going.
Something's wrong with Skype. I don't know what's happening. I couldn't hear what he said. What? Does it sound like Friday?
Oh my God, that's too good.
Yeah. Oh, by the way,
Coverville is the best thing ever. It's been around for longer than the internet, and you are still doing an amazing job. Where can people find it?
Yeah, I started by sending out cassette tapes to all the subscribers.
Actually, legend says that he would just stand upon the hill and sing the covers himself.
Coverville.com for everything related to that, and coverville.com/radio is the new radio station, and everything else at Coverville Twitter. What else do you need?
Brian, I got to raise the glass of ruinum for one man more than all others, and that is the maestro of this show. He is the person that switches. He means so much to the show. Jammer B.
Jammer
B. Will be the one thing that we will miss the most. I feel like there's everything else we can kind of put together, but Jammer B's become such a member of this team. So everybody, go ahead and throw him some love in the chat room. Thank you so much, Jammer B.
Jammer B, you're the best, man. I'm gonna cut this over before I start crying or some bullshit.
I've canceled shows before. It sucks. I've had to do this before. It sucks.
Hey, see you for the last time next Tuesday. We'll see you next Tuesday after that. You know what? Screw you. See you all Tuesdays. Tuesdays are mine forever.
We'll prepare to die in a fire.
NSFW, I love you.
Aww.
But enough about House of Cards.
I don't know if I can say enough, like, how amicable this is between us and Twit. But I want to say it again just so everybody understands that this is...
I don't know, Justin.
I swear to God, Chad, I will actually punch you in the head.
You gave me, I think, a dirty glass.
I did not give you a dirty glass.
I think you're trying to poison me.
The fact that he was giving you Ruinum wasn't hint enough that he was trying to poison you. It's the fact that it's dirty Ruinum.
But yeah, so...
so here's the question. What do you guys want to do for our big finale? Should it be like an ultimate, should it be a roast? Should it be a remembrance of? Should we have a cavalcade of stars? Should we do like a last will and testament?
You guys should like kill the main characters.
We should.
One character should die.
Yeah.
Old John Smokey.
He's a character? Just kidding.
Oh, he's a character.
He's a real man.
What if we just did an episode of Game On?
Oh, that'd be a hoot.
We just show up. It's NSFW. I'm Brian Brushwood, and then Justin full on dressed as Veronica Belmont. I'm Veronica Belmont.
Yeah, you could eat Taco Bell before you go on air and be perfect.
Were there a lot of farts when you guys were shooting Game On between you and V?
A lot of farts?
No, they ate Taco Bell after. It was during it was during the Game Attack Live.
Game Attack Live?
Forget that.
Shut Up and Play?
Shut Up and Play. Look, you need to ask Glenn Rubenstein, producer and co-host of Shut Up and Play. He would tell you that Shut Up and Play.
Well, no, Veronica would always peace out, right? I bet you she just filled her.
Yeah, she usually did. I was always stuck here anyway because my flight wouldn't leave till the next morning. So I found myself doing a lot of grudge matches. A lot of grudge matching. And a lot of videos I regret to this day.
Oh, my God. I can't believe we're already at over $450 an episode.
Holy crap. Did that just happen?
Yeah.
That was fast.
Like 410, 415 something.
Not anymore. Welcome to 5 minutes ago, Johnson.
Jeez, I'm so behind.
Hey, would you do, I put in there as a joke the forced relocation one where, but like, would you, if we hit that ridiculous, because everything after this is like nonsense numbers. I made forced relocation, 10,000 for Tuesday night at 10,000.
By the way, that was not that's not a joke. Like Brian actually wrote that and committed me to moving to Austin at $10,000 an episode before.
Yes.
Before I read it.
Right, but then I took it a step farther. At 20,000 per episode, you get a full album of MC Allergy's Rapocalypse.
Which, by the way, worth $10,000 more an episode than me relocating my entire life.
And you quitting your salary job.
Quitting my salary job.
Half of $10,000.
Worth
Ashley moving. The birds moving.
Worth even more is $30,000 per episode. Horse Boys Funderland gets made. Our first location of a chain of pizzerias. Horse Boys Funderland, featuring signature pizzas like Horse Pop, Lemonade Dream, and Triple Fistin'. You're sure to have a night you'll never forget and a belly full of bad pizzas.
Triple Fistin', jeez.
The Captain's Pride happens at $50,000 per Tuesday night. And that's we're gonna make Captain Morgan's 86th vessel, the Stinkfinger. We'll celebrate with a live concert. He'll perform "Shut Up, Jerk," and "Maybe I'm a Liar, but you love to caress gerbils and are going to die alone. Get your hands off me," which is one of his lesser known hits. Old John Smokey Palooza at $100,000 per episode. We'll fly 100 of you to come see Get Set Go, the Possum Posse, Marion Called, the Double Clicks, Alex Spagnola, and more. Please note, both Old John Smokey and his world famous spoons are banned from attending Smokey Palooza. And then $1 million per episode. I just put the lyrics to White People Rich.
Yeah, no, okay, yeah. This was funny because I was reading through and I was like, oh, what's their biggest one? And I got to White People Rich, and you start reading it, and I'm thinking, I'm kind of dyslexic, so I like to summarize. So like in my mind, I'm like, okay, I get it. He's gonna like add the things that you win into the lyrics, and I'm reading, and no, it's just the lyrics.
It's just the lyrics. So White People Rich. Yeah, Brian kind of ran out of steam in the $1 million an episode ask. Fusion says, does this mean no Diamond Con? No, this literally means the opposite.
It means that you now have a way to directly support Diamond Con. Let me just throw that at your face. Now you can force Diamond Con to happen. There, how about that?
So yeah, no, there's going to be, the more we can make directly on this, the more we pay attention to it.
Oh man, it's on now. Strawpoll.me/1180567. Which characters don't make the trip to Night Attack? Currently number 1 with 28 votes, Nigel and Steinman.
Oh, nice. Jesus.
Oh, sorry. No, Symes, it makes sense. We've been terrible. We're bollocks. We're literally the worst characters in all of the NSFW.
Nigel,
Symes.
it's a one-note character. And we run it into the bloody ground.
Symes, look, our entire bit was just us saying each other's names. Simon, listen to me. I'm saying your name even as I said
Nigel,
this, and you're being disgusted. That's all we ever were.
We have nowhere to go.
We're literally...
the character only has one dynamic.
Oh, well, right. And that's a problem. There are other characters that are so much better. Ira Sockman in last place because he's having a backstory. When's the last time you talk about getting camping and your partner dying by a bear?
Not since Kevin Costner in Robin Hood have I heard such amazing accents.
The authenticity is dripping out of every syllable.
It's blowing my mind. I mean, Chad, I don't know how you just sit there and hear it and not just melt. Like, I don't get it.
Chad does a hell of a British
accent.
accent.
Where are these British people I'm hearing?
So it's funny you're talking about, I was cleaning out my desk and I found something that
you're leaving us.
Expect.
Go look, talk to us, Chad. We're right here. What's going on?
Nothing.
Oh, hello.
Oh my God! Hold on, Ira Sockman. I can't believe
I heard the news. I had to come right away.
Oh my God! I can't believe you made it all the way from San Francisco. What's going on, Ira?
Oh no, it was Los Angeles.
Oh my gosh! I didn't realize that you were in the Windy City. So what's going on?
A series of tunnels.
Now, Ira, there's been allegations that NSFW has been canceled. What would you say to that?
Oh my God! Number one,
Twitch is canceled.
Number one, you better watch your verbiage.
Oh,
that's what I would recommend. Canceled is that's a very legally loaded term. Okay, we like to call it fun employed.
We're fun employed, right? All right,
fun employed. Yes.
So now NSFW is fun employed.
Yes. NSFW show is what we like to call liquidated for very just causes.
Got it. So that would mean that
it was a drain on the network.
Okay.
Yes.
That before they were unfun employed. They were not having fun employed.
No.
At Twit.
Well, no. Twit was not having fun with them. Obviously.
Got it.
Listen, this is a show with very respected journalists, okay? Andy Ihnatko writes for
the Chicago
Sun-Times. Okay, this is a well-respected place. Meanwhile, Brian and Justin, and God, Lord Jehovah knows, I love them. I love them both.
Right.
Okay, they are the equivalent of somebody picking their own butt on the screen for 2 hours.
Then that's a fact. You can say that as a lawyer.
That's a legal precedent.
Got it.
As settled in Butt Pickers versus Kansas.
Oh, I forgot about that trial.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Any more questions?
Yeah. What's looking?
You're doing great, by the way. You're carrying the bit. You should have been on the show.
Thanks so much. What's the outlook for them? Are they going to get compensation? Is there any legal precedent for?
Number one, this entire Patreon thing is a house of cards. Sorry,
But not a-
House of Cards. Am I right?
See,
House
he's
of
so
Cards
hip.
legally like the Netflix show.
In that
You're using
Kevin
that as
Spacey
a-
delivers the money to you.
Oh, okay.
He brings you an oversized check and then stares at the camera and smirks.
Got it. Okay.
So that's no. I mean, it's a dodgy way to make money. You might as well sell bath salts. I mean, tub treats. Call back.
Got it.
All right,
Got
look, going forward, here's something. I understand that intellectual property can be a dicey situation, a bit of a minefield.
Right.
What do Justin and I need to do moving into the night attack phase of our horse apple shenanigans?
Number one, you got to give up all the characters.
I'm sorry, give up all the characters?
Yeah, no, you can't bring a single one of them.
What? Okay, whoa, hold on.
In fact,
whoa.
I would like to. You have made your announcements. I'd like to make my own announcements.
Oh my God! Yes, go ahead.
I am going to become the new co-host with Mike Elgin on Tech News Today.
Okay, that's great. That's awesome. No, that'll be good.
I'm bringing some well-known legal representation to a show that is I think going to be stronger for my presence.
It has some good lineage, that show. Okay.
Indeed. Yes.
Hmm.
Also, Postini is going to be on the Social Hour. Nigel and Simon are going to join Jason Howland, Ron Richards, and Gina Trapani on All About Android.
It's just every time they're just reviewing the latest release, they're all like, Kit Kat comes out, and it's like, no, Symes, it's great. And then can you, Ira, do an impression of Nigel?
Yeah, okay, sure. Let me go ahead and try. You go ahead and start it out, and I'll just jump in.
Sure. Symes, the new release for Android, it's out.
Hey, Nigel! That's crazy. Was that good?
No, I think you were doing, if anything, maybe Steve McTillituder.
Oh, I do a great Steve Steve McTillitude is joining MacBreak, by the way.
Oh, that's great. And what does he sound like?
Hey, it's me, Steve McTillituder. I just want to let everybody know that Apple's gonna buy Tesla. I love Apple.
That is the most dead-on Steve McTillituder I've ever heard. That's amazing.
So who's gonna replace Brian and Justin on NSFW?
Well, I mean, there's really only one replacement that I think legally makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling tales out of school. But it's going to be Padre SJ, of course, a well-known face on the network, a fan of this show.
Oh my God! Wait a minute. Hold on. Stop
and
everything.
The
Stop
literal
everything.
Holy Ghost.
So wait. Stop everything. Can we actually ask for Chad and Padre to just step in and do an NSFW show?
I'm actually here on behalf of Twitter to offer you the NSFW.
Would you and Padre like to take over NSFW?
Just take over the feed.
What are the benefits of
Literally none.
Okay.
You'll
Good
be
to know.
crushed by the fan base who will
hate
feel
us?
like you ran off their dear friends.
Okay.
But on the upside, you get to start doing Iris Achman.
Oh my God!
Do I get to do Cap Morgan as well?
You want to go ahead and try? You want to audition for Captain Morgan? Here we go. I'll play Brian. You play Captain Morgan, okay? Oh, I'm Brian. I'm just hanging around as the straight man.
Oh, hello, Brian. Hi, Brian.
Captain Morgan, what are you doing? You're just a bottle of rum.
I'm more than a bottle of rum.
What? Well, you sure seem like a bottle of rum.
I'm a bottle of rum that's got rum in it. It's not just the
This
bottle.
is a failure
you see.
already. Jesus. I mean, I'm going to pull the plug on this one.
I
This
swear
one
to God,
already blew
I swear to
my
God, I
mind.
will give you good money to keep going.
God.
Please keep going. Keep going. This is
Oh,
amazing.
I'm Brian. Look at me.
I'm Captain Morgan. Hi, Brian. You walked onto my ship here, I see.
No, you own a ship?
Yes, I'm. This is the Queen Mary number 72.
Why is it the 72, Queen?
We already talked about this. I run through a lot of ships.
Are you referencing an old band?
I am. Yes.
You know, the point
Well,
of
you weren't supposed to stay on the ship.
The point of Captain Morgan is that he just makes up new things all the time.
What? Okay. Now I know.
I gotta go. My arm's tired.
Okay. See you later, Iris.
Oh my God.
That may have been the greatest thing we've ever shown on the show.
Justin, how are you doing?
Oh, sorry, I dropped a penny.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and you tied your shoes, I see.
I did.
Oh my God.
Got it.
Oh my God. Hey, Scott and Brian.
Yeah.
You don't have to sit here.
under his desk, I think.
Hello, welcome back to the show.
You don't have to sit here and just watch us pleasure ourselves and reminisce about good times, but I mean, you certainly are welcome to hang out. Man, because I'll tell you what, I don't mind sticking around for a little bit longer. I do have to run to the bathroom.
Well, I should kick off because we got a show in the morning, and I got to go pick up my daughter from Adobe Camp.
Yeah, dude, that's so rad.
Yeah, she got chosen out of like hundreds of entries, and she got into this Adobe Camp because of her some of her art that she submitted. So
Today we dodge and burn.
Today, actually, I don't know what. I think it was just kind of a meet and greet tonight. But they have like 4 or 5 Saturdays in a row that they have to do, and it's supposed to be all intense and cool, and it's costing me way too much money. But I'm excited for her, so we're doing it. Anyway,
So like Adobe Camp, like the company Adobe, or
yeah,
the,
so
the
Adobe has a
structure
big. They
for
have a big
not
office
actually
here.
building like a
lives.
mud hut. She's not actually.
It's all about learning about how the ancient.
She
people
graduated
lived.
from Pueblo Camp.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's actual Adobe. They got a big office here in town, and one of their bigger sort of centers of operation, and they run this little local thing. I guess starting last year or something. So anyway, it's pretty cool.
Do they
So I'm going to go
host
do
it in the
that. So
cloud?
have a fantastic night, everybody.
Yes.
Did you get any
I'm
creative
jumping out
cloud,
myself.
Cloud sweet swag?
Wow, look, he just went.
Yeah, dude, he just
Yeah,
left.
he was
You know what?
gone.
You get his
Jeez.
slot because you're better than him. There.
No, I'm not going to hold on to a slot for long. I'm going too.
Oh, get out of here.
They got
Nobody
a
ever
show in
loved
like
you.
8 hours or 10 hours.
Whatever.
Thanks again, guys. It's awesome.
Dude,
Brian,
you
we'll
were
have
awesome.
You guys on Night Attack very, very soon. Sorry, this was its own sort of circus.
No apology necessary. This was, I'm actually honored that we got to be here on the show where this was announced. So there.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you, Brian. You're the
Yes.
best.
Talk to you guys later. Bye.
Dude, you got it, boss.
All right, like in all seriousness, there's not nicer people on the planet than Brian.
I
Ibbott
mean,
and Scott
there
Johnson.
were, but we killed them.
Oh, we did. We murdered all of them, so their lineage would be protected.
We shouldn't.
Should it?
We shouldn't.
Should
There we
it?
go.
Man. So Chad,
Yeah,
we're not gonna do the show on Twit anymore. How about that?
I know.
That's kind of weird.
It is very weird.
Like your life changed because the NSFW show was
Oh,
on.
dude,
Twit,
now I do want
right?
to talk about this, but I do have to go to the bathroom, and I am totally out of booze, so I'll be right back.
All right.
2 things that need to be rectified immediately. Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
So what was you found out a couple weeks ago when we first started talking with Twit about it?
Right.
What was your first reaction?
Finally. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's gonna be different. It's gonna be weird not having this every Tuesday.
Yeah.
But I think that you guys have fit into Twit.
Yeah.
You have changed to fit into Twit, and I'm very excited to see what will happen when you don't have to fit in.
I think part of it was also us just having the courage to sort of say, well, what do we do well? You know, as
Right.
opposed to just saying like, okay, well, let's do a late night comedy tech show, and then
Right.
like sort of making it our own, and then deciding, oh wait, hold on, we don't necessarily need to go and do whatever we want. You know, we can do whatever we want. Fit into Twit sounds like a bad porno. Zeb Gons, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Like Cherry's wearing a wig. I can't say anything about it anymore. I'm not wearing a wig.
Little tiny bit of a hairline there.
A little.
You can see the wig just right
It's
up
not
there.
a wig. Look.
Yeah. It's a good wig. I like how I'm accusing you of wearing a wig.
I know, exactly. Exactly. The perfectly natural fucking hair.
Exactly.
Oops. Did Brian take it off? Lisa kicked out of network. Again, listen, we literally went to Leo and Lisa and asked them the best way for us to take it independent. This was totally our decision at every step of the way. I keep seeing glimpses of R.L. Stein. Yeah, no, I would like.
Dude, you're kicking butt on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm doing YouTube now.
Yeah.
Do you have a new video to share?
I have 44 facts about 44 presidents.
Can I show it?
Yeah, it actually doesn't have curse words.
Justin R. Young is your channel?
Justin Robert Young. How firm is Tuesdays for the new show? It is
as firm as this
absolutely
was.
hard. Solid as a rock. Were Leo and Lisa pissed? No. They were totally supportive every step of the way. Leo made a point to come out and congratulate us today. He was very supportive every step of the way.
Yeah, and that's no joke. Like Justin was accurate when he said that it could not be more amicable. Here we go.
And also, we can take all of our bits and jokes with us. We're taking all of our bits and jokes.
Yeah, of course.
Except for Ira Sockman, who is going to be a new co-host on TNT.
And history of the United States of America, there have only been 44 men selected by their peers to assume the office of president. But they were just that, men, before,
Sounds like the Voyager
during,
music in the background.
and after. Here are 44 facts about those men. Ever the superstitious man, George Washington believed his wooden teeth to be haunted. John Adams' silly head was so round, it was drawn on and used as the world's first globe. Thomas Jefferson never farted. James Madison was known as Cat Eyes McGillicuddy because he had the eyes of a cat that he killed behind a bar and kept in a jar around his neck until the day he died in a bar fight against a blind cat. James Monroe invented the phrase, "Hey ho, I'm James Monroe, and yo stank butt has gots to go." John Quincy Adams was the first Doctor Who. At the age of 21, Andrew Jackson became a Sith Lord after striking down his master. Martin Van Buren, William Henry Harrison, and John Tyler were all actually gay dinosaurs. James K. Polk was not only the Napoleon of the stump, he was also the general who moved your rump, leading freak nasty twerk sessions all up in the White House. His words, not ours. Zachary Taylor stole 50 cakes. Millard Fillmore was so fond of naked cartwheels, he wanted to make it America's state bird. Franklin Pierce had such smoky eyes, the White House was reputed to smell of mesquite until well into the 1980s. James Buchanan was so fond of crying, if you listen very closely, on a very still night, you can still hear him crying, even right now. Abe Lincoln was Asian. Andrew Johnson was fond of challenging people to push-up contests, where they would also eat a pie. It was called the Pie Push-Up Johnson Race, and he loved it. He won all of them. Ulysses S. Grant invented the phrase, "I'm Ulysses S. Grant," and that makes me Ulysses S. Great at being president. Rutherford B. Hayes was actually not a man at all, but rather a shadow cast against the wall from a pile of leaves and an old scarecrow. James Garfield's beard was made of meticulously trained ants. Chester A. Arthur awards 10 points to Gryffindor. Grover Cleveland was fat. Benjamin Harrison's a replicant. Grover Cleveland, still fat, bro. Still fat. William McKinley invented the phrase, "I'm William McKinley. I'm also William McKindly at talking to these ladies." Theodore Roosevelt invented the little hole in the front of underwear for boys. He called it the ding-a-ling sleeve. After his death, doctors found a full ham sandwich, uneaten, under the belly of William Howard Taft. Woodrow Wilson liked grape juice. Warren G. Harding got into quite a scrape with Nate Dogg involving some freaks at the East Side Motel. Calvin Coolidge had his portrait painted after being put in timeout. Herbert Hoover's favorite phrase was, "This sucks, and I should know because I'm named after the vacuum thing that sucks other stuff." Franklin Delano Roosevelt once played 7 Minutes in Heaven with Joseph Stalin. Harry S. Truman had a pebble in his shoe from the age of 3 until the day he died. Dwight D. Eisenhower liked to pinch butts. John F. Kennedy's head alone took 4 animatronic puppeteers to operate. Lyndon B. Johnson shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. At the age of 4, Richard Nixon wrote a 2-man play about dogs that colonize Mars. Mars Doggies was never put on. Gerald Ford was fond of saying, "This sucks, and I should know because I'm named after..." What do you mean? Ford makes cars, not vacuums? Aw, nuts. Jimmy Carter can eat more chicken wings than you. You want a race? The best man at the wedding of Ronald Reagan to his wife Nancy was Optimus Prime. George H.W. Bush never bathed in a shower, but rather insisted on getting clean on a slip and slide. Bill Clinton slept on a pile of Beanie Babies. George W. Bush can eat more ice cream than you. You want a race? Which brings us to Barack Obama, who's not only a wood nymph summoned by a penny whistle, but also the same wood nymph that haunted the teeth of George Washington.
Nicely done, sir. Nicely done.
I like to educate the people, Brian.
I'm here for you, Brian.
That's what they call the takeaway. They, take some home.
Oh my God, I uploaded that, and then like the immediate first thing was Rhett and Link, like weird 43 weird facts about the presidents, and it had like a Abe Lincoln with a boombox next to it.
No!
And I'm like, oh my God.
Rhett and Link got you.
And it's like, we know Rhett and Link, and it's like embarrassing, but it wasn't that. There was actually an episode of their like Good Mythical Morning show where they had like actual weird facts.
Oh, good. Well, see, it's different because your facts
Unlike me, because I made them up and they were really dumb, and I really wish I would have done it differently. I wish I should have done just half the facts, like the half that were actually funny, instead of doing all 44. But whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was legit.
Yeah,
I thought everything was yeah.
Something that we normally, if this were a regular show, we probably could have gone over the 300 reply Reddit thread calling me an idiot.
What? What is this?
My last video that I did with replacing the headlight in my car.
No way. Where? Somebody link me to this instantly.
It was on the front page of our videos.
Really?
Yeah.
You made it to the front page. That's amazing.
No, it went. They were really. They think I'm dumb, which is kind of the point of the video.
Well, but
so you can't really
also
be upset
legitimately,
with them.
you were dumb. I mean, unless
How many
this
views
is
did
like
that video get?
Unless this is like
it's at like 80,000 now.
Jesus.
But it was at like 2,000 when it made it there.
I'm waiting on a link here, looking for it.
The moment you want to do Minecraft videos, let me know.
Dude, you're blowing up on the Minecraft stuff.
I hope.
Dude, by the way, my daughter thinks that you're like a real rock star because of oh my God, yeah. Hold on, wait, who submitted this and titled it A Self-Loather's Guide to
That's the name of the video.
Oh, okay, all right. And so, first of all, if you haven't seen the video, it's only 2 minutes long. We could watch it.
Our choice for an auxiliary.
All right,
look at that,
why did you monetize, Justin? You're not going to make any money. You're gonna
I just turned on monetization too.
Okay, can we just say everybody stop monetizing? I mean, unless you are NBC, you're gonna make exactly $7, and you'll make the whole world angry. And you'd much rather have them happy with you. Like, no, look at don't monetize. Nobody
5
monetizes.
seconds. Who cares?
I mean,
you stop monetizing your YouTube videos.
I have. I do. I don't monetize any of my personal videos anymore.
I was in your position 5 months ago.
But you're not there now? You want that
No,
$7?
I've started up again.
You want that $7?
Literally, like,
replace your headlight
yesterday,
that burned out over a week ago. Buy a pack of these fucking idiots from Amazon.
Curse word.
Wait, no, well, hold on, real quick.
So did not many people actually transfer over to subscribers?
I don't know. I haven't really watched it, to be honest with you.
You're like, I'm like, this is a full-time job. I'm staking everything on it. And you're like,
you're like, I'm just gonna curse.
I don't know.
On
I'm just made of success.
Listen, it's worked really well for me thus far. Is the less I actually care about metrics, the better my life has been on literally every front. Like, no graphs, no charts, no goals. It's literally just curse on the internet and watch my dreams come true.
$40 and reach into the taint of your
There's
dash
really no part
and
of it
yank
that is
that
in any way
fucker
safe
as hard
at
as
all.
you
Oh,
can.
okay. Oh, crap. So I can't play it at all.
No. But go watch it. But
right.
yeah, no, there's so basically the big thing is that they pointed out, which is correct, that you're supposed to be able to twist out these things instead of getting a screwdriver to get them out. But like, I'll be goddamned if I could get them out by how they said I was able to. I really tried to do it, and I scraped up my hand to the point of not, like, I just wanted to.
Should make a follow-up. Hey, Reddit, here's what you said, jerks.
I mean, listen, it's also a funnier video if I screw up. And also, it's like the funniest parts of the video are me realizing that I don't have an actual screwdriver and I have to use an IKEA screwdriver, and me being less of a man.
Holy crap. Look at all of these comments. This is amazing.
Yeah, no, it was like kind of bizarre to wake up on Sunday morning and see a lot of people calling you an idiot. But there's a lot of people who really liked it and thought it was really funny.
That's amazing. Let's see.
Who posted it there?
Somebody who knew us, because the person who posted it after somebody was like, that's Justin Robert Young.
This guy here says, I respectfully request more of this. Oh, so it is a fan, Baked Bean 17, who created it.
Yeah, no. So they, there was certainly enough, a lot of people who dig the show and really like it.
How about this? It says here they're talking about who you are, and this guy says, he's the guy without the TV show, right? I wanted to make sure I didn't confuse him for the talented ones.
Nice.
That's amazing.
No, there's one really, really funny comment that's like, I think this is great and I want to see more of it. And then his follow-up is, wait a minute, just watch the other videos on his channel, and says, like, including the hotel one in parentheses, I have been fooled. Such idiocy.
Wait, so now you're an idiot because it wasn't actual misery?
Well, this was actual misery. This was actually not
Well,
a work.
that's the funny part, right?
Yeah, the other one, like the hotel hacks, one is me being an idiot. Which, by the way, I think that's going to be next. I think the next video is either going to be how to write a best man speech, because I have to write that for my brother's wedding, or it's going to be.
Here it says, it's like if Jenna Marbles was invisible and had a dick. To be fair,
You want to know what? I got a lot of that.
We don't
which
actually
I
know
found
if
to
he
be
has a
like,
dick.
I don't know whether or not they meant that as a negative thing, but I love Jenna Marble. I was very delighted by people comparing me to her because she's really funny.
Yeah, no, she really is.
And I also like, to be fair, we don't actually know he has a dick, which I think I plus one.
Better than jizzing in a river. I believe it was Shakespeare who first quoted this. See, now we're down to like the downvoted, like any of this stuff, like nobody seeing it on the first time has any idea what that means. So they just downvoted automatically. So it's like, that's sort of like, that's the thermocline. Beyond here, you get like everyone who knows you.
Oh, crud. Guardians of the Galaxy trailer's out. You gonna watch it?
Wait, the full thing?
Yes, I do.
It's in the chart room.
I saw the 15 seconds nonsense that they did, which if this is that, I'll be sad.
No,
it's the
I
whole
know. I
thing.
know it's premiering tonight.
Yeah, all right, right on. Down with that. Friend of the show.
Oh, really?
Now! Yeah, hey, cool, man. No problem. No problem at all.
Who are you?
Star-Lord.
Who?
Star-Lord, man. Legendary outlaw. Forget it.
We arrested these 5 on Xandar. Check out the rap sheets. Drax, aka the Destroyer. Since his wife and family were killed, he's been on a rampage across the galaxy in his search for vengeance. Gamora, soldier, assassin, wanted on over a dozen counts of murder. Rocket, wanted on over 50 charges of vehicular theft and escape from lockup.
What the hell?
Groot has been traveling recently as Rocket's personal houseplant / muscle. Peter Jason Quill. He's also known as Star-Lord.
Who calls him that?
Himself, mostly. He's wanted largely on charges of minor assault, public intoxication, and fraud.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know how this machine worked. Hey, that's mine. You son of a... Hey, take those headphones off right now!
They call themselves the Guardians of the Galaxy.
What a bunch of a-holes.
Hooked on a feeling. I'm high on believing.
I swear to God.
Take all my money. Take all of it.
I swear to God. Okay, now here's the thing I want to point out here. If you're watching, this was posted by Jimmy Kimmel Live, and it's very fresh, very new, right? So the first thing that I saw Jimmy Kimmel Live, and then I clicked go, and I thought parody trailer the entire time. Jimmy Kimmel Live has the resources to make really good parody trailers. I spent the entire thing not knowing, because I'm unfamiliar with the plot line of Guardians of the Galaxy. All I know is that it's the Marvel property that I'm not familiar with and very excited about. I don't care if it's parody. I want to see this movie. I don't care if it's the real movie. I want to see this movie. What do you know?
I know that the John C. Reilly lineup scene was what they showed at Comic-Con.
Okay.
So I know at least that.
So John C. Reilly is actually in the movie.
John C. Reilly is in the movie, and I don't know what else to say about Marvel other than, like, they are on a run the likes of which we have never seen and have only dreamed of.
Swear to God. It's like they've seduced us into, like, first they made us believe comic book movies. Now they're making us believe the comic book silliness. You know what I mean?
Well, and that's so James Gunn's a really interesting choice as a director there, because to me, he reminds me a lot of like where Peter Jackson and Sam Raimi were pre Lord of the Rings.
Oh my God, Spider-Man, sure, yeah.
Where you look at like what they did before those movies, and like, listen, you go watch Meet the Feebles and tell me like that dude's gonna make Lord of the Rings, and you'd be like, what have you done making like the biggest bet financially in movie history on a guy who thought it would be really, really great to do a pornographic version of the Muppets, right?
Yeah.
And oh, there we go. You ready? You
looking
ready to take
great.
over?
Looking good.
So okay.
I like how our egos are so big, we just cover up the logo.
Hey, at least you get to be on the album art from day one.
That's amazing.
But holy crap, that looks so good.
God, it looks so good.
It's just so great to have like all the trappings of a regular like Marvel movie and just have like John C. Reilly just like acting so like disconnected from all of it. Like, oh yeah, he's called Star-Lord.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Hey, do you know I gave my daughter, there's two things that I'm doing. One respectable, one not. Penelope is about to turn 10 years old. So as if it was a hallowed artifact, I stumbled across a gift that somebody gave me on my 30th birthday. It was a reprint trade of Marvel's Secret Wars, right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And Penelope has seen enough of the movie. She kind of watched the Avengers and that kind of stuff. So I'm like, hey.
Well, the good news is she will make about as much sense of Secret Wars as anybody has ever made of Secret Wars, since it doesn't really make sense and never has.
Doesn't matter, right? When you're 10, like if there's ever a moment when Secret Wars is perfect, is when you're 9 or 10 years old and you're like, good guys over here, bad guys over here, now fight. Somehow Dr. Doom is God now. That's awesome. So I set her loose on that. I'm really excited. The other thing I started to do was telling, and this is going to appeal to exactly 2 people in the entire world, but as you know, Justin, you've heard me talk about this, one of the greatest fictional journeys I've ever taken has been going through the entire Dark Tower series.
And you're sanitizing, at least for a 10-year-old girl, and retelling the story of the Dark Tower.
Right. I got through the first book and I got through most of the second book. And at the end, I couldn't remember exactly how stuff happened and why. So I ended up reading the last like 20 or 30 pages of the second book of the Dark Tower. And I realized, oh crap, this is way easier because I just read his words. And anytime he says the N word, I make up another word. Anytime he says the F word, I just kind of skip that sentence. And I was like, I think I'm going to sanitize and read the rest of the books. And then today, we started on book 3, The Wastelands, and we got as far as the training. And if you've read the story, before they meet Shardik, the insane bear, I think I might have to go read some of the side books as well. It's
So I've heard from Gus that I need to get on the Dark Tower series.
Have you not?
I haven't.
Look, I'm going to tell you, first of all.
Wait. Okay, go ahead.
It's a year-long commitment. Because to do it right, you're going to read a couple of books.
Then this is exactly what Gus was saying. It's like there's books that are semi-connected that you have to get the universe. And now, how good is it compared to The Name of the Wind and all that stuff?
Are you up on Game of Thrones?
Sorry. No.
You're not?
No.
What? Well, I mean,
no, I'm not up on Game of Thrones. No, The Name of the Wind, Patrick Rothfuss.
No, I know what that is. I was just asking.
He said.
Yeah.
Right. But he's asking Name of the Wind because that's what you've read, right? You've read.
That's what I've read, and I love like that type of fantasy. I could kill for so good.
It's great. Name of the Wind pays out faster. Okay, so let's make them all drugs.
Right.
I guess the Dark Tower, something like Name of the Wind.
Ambien.
Maybe. I don't know. Hold on. Let's work with this.
Which drugs have you had? A lot of.
Yeah, I only have 2 drugs.
Right, exactly.
Veronica in the chat room says, "Guys, this is my show. Cut it out."
I will tell you this much, man. Oh man. Okay, if you're looking for a good time in the fantasy world that is very approachable, gives you high yields instantly, if you want a gateway drug to that fantasy world, I think you couldn't have done better than Name of the Wind. Name of the Wind is phenomenal. It creates its own logic, its own world, its own interconnected themes and so on.
I have to get into the Dark Tower. It sounds like you need to get through maybe a book.
No, well, yes. Well, first of all, you have to get through one extraordinarily weird book. The first book of the Dark Tower is nothing but nonsense, or feels like nonsense. You are left with nothing but questions. You understand that there's a guy who goes to a place and does a thing, and then it ends, you're like, what the hell did I just watch / read or whatever?
Or listen to, yeah.
Right. But by the time, around the time I read the Gunslinger, I came to understand that questions are better than answers. And it was just after watching the first of the prequels that I discovered the Gunslinger. And I was like, wow, the original Star Wars movies was nothing but questions. This first prequel is nothing but answers. Answers are crap. Questions are better. So I went into it like drinking in, like, wow, I have no idea who this guy is or what this world is. And I don't understand what are the rules and what does this mean and so on. And I guess what I'm saying is, first of all, if you like Name of the Wind, I suspect you'll like. First of all, you're gonna love it. And Stephen King is an exquisite writer. Beginnings better than endings, but you will not feel robbed.
That seems like a trend with Stephen King. That he's not great at endings.
Well, no, that's just. Yeah, that's. I mean, that's.
Well, I mean
that's what you get with
I don't
King.
think that's a controversial statement, right? That's
right.
like the knock on Stephen King, as great of a legend as he is that the dude can't end stories.
Yeah, no, and that's fine. And you will not feel. I don't think you will feel gypped at all by the time you get to the end of this very epic journey. But it will be a very epic journey, and you will have a deep appreciation for what Stephen King is capable of. And I personally was left with this kind of vague anger that he's known for just the horror crap when he's capable of what he did with The Dark Tower.
Is the series over? Is it finished?
Yes. Well, yes and no. That story is finished. There's a gap between books 3 and 4. Or maybe, between 4 and 5. There's a gaps between books 4 and 5 of an indeterminate length. It's sort of the first 4 books are the gang getting together and understanding what they are and what their purpose is. And then the next book, book 5, has them rolling into the town. Book 5 is essentially based on the Seven Samurai or the Magnificent Seven. It's the same story. And in fact, that's the theme of the book is that great stories echo because they actually happen in one place and then they're told over and over and over again. So,
by the way, is anybody who's really has paid more than cursory attention to Stephen King, you can't really think that he's only known for. I mean, you say he's only known for horror, but like Fushigi saying, like Shawshank, Stand By Me. Didn't he write the story behind Field of Dreams? Right?
Well, I think it was a different one, but I mean, maybe. My point is, certainly he's known for horror. He's definitely not known for fantasy science fiction, which is exactly what The Dark Tower is. It is extraordinary. If you like Fallout owes a debt to the Dark Tower series. If you like Name of the Wind owes a debt to the Fallout series, or I'm sorry, to the Dark Tower series. I mean, it's like, is anyone in the chat speaking my language? Veronica isn't. She still hasn't taken the plunge. If her co-host was here, we would be on the same page.
That dick.
Yeah. Which, by the way,
did he win the shorty?
I don't know. Not yet. We got to
Shorty. Yeah,
Veronica verifies.
I haven't dug on the Dark Tower, but I've heard literally my two best friends from Florida, Ashley and Anthony, not Ashley, Rachel and Anthony, both love it. Love it.
Yeah, I have read the entire series. I've read the first 4 books probably 5 times. 4 of them doing the audiobook, once out loud reading it to someone else who would listen. And in the last 3 books.
How are the audiobooks?
Tilton, yeah.
Here's the one thing that's a little bit weird is the first 4 books.
Holy crap, we're over $557.
It's a amazing.
That's
game.
amazing. Veronica, thank you so much for hanging out.
Hey, Veronica.
So here's the thing. If you're going to do the audiobooks, there's 2 audiobook readers that you can do. And
oh my God. I've been sold. I bought for $15 a slightly used 2012 Best News Web Series. Which award was this?
From the International Academy of Web Television.
IWTV. The IWA. Yeah.
It's a little dusty there.
It's a little dusty, you know.
Yeah, I didn't wipe it off. Sorry.
I
haven't wiped it off in months.
Those look like French fries. Can you eat them?
Man, there's a lot of all right. There's a lot of things I want to say, and I'm not going to say any of them because we're.
All right, listen. Here's the thing.
I'll just text you things.
So you guys are going to have to decide. I'm going to write the Gunslinger.
All right.
Dark.
Well, here let's wrap this up here.
Let you ask a question though.
See you, Jason.
Oh my God, they've got
See you, Jason.
the good one. All right, look, I'll say this. If you're watching this right now and you seriously want to dive in, do me a favor and listen to the why can I not remember his name?
There has to be
Frank Muller. Listen to the Frank Muller versions. Frank Muller is the superior audiobook reader. He also is dead. So you'll only get the first 4 books read by Frank Muller, but it's so worth it. It's amazing. Frank Muller.
Oh, will the movie draft
Of
be
course.
a Night Attack thing? Yes, it will be.
Yes.
The Night Attack Cord Killers draft will officially be a thing. And by the way, I'll tell you what, we are now taking your nominations for who you would like to see in it. I think maybe that's how we should do it. We should turn it over to the people. Now that is not binding. We will decide who's in it, but because it's our league, God damn it, we do what we want. But if you want to let everybody know who you think should be in it, we're willing to listen.
Mech4321 says new show logo. It's up to you. That's all you guys.
I mean, I know it should probably include this.
Yeah, I would think.
Prominently.
Okay, you'll be on the album art. Jeez.
Man, I'm just gonna ask you all personally. Let's not even joke around with the canceled thing in general public. When we're all just hanging out, like that's all hilarious jokes. But let's not make a problem where we don't have to have
No,
one.
and look, that's a very real thing where it's like they gave us so much goodwill and they were so cool with everything. It would really bum us out if anybody did even half-hearted teasing on that issue. We really want nothing but positivity. You know what? As a matter of fact, if your gut says, "Hey, I want to say something to Leo about Night Attack launching,"
say thank you.
Say thank you.
Thank you for dealing with it. Because here's all right. True facts. There was a lot of reason to cancel us after we pissed off Squarespace, and there was a lot of reason to cancel us after we joked about rape in an ad read. A lot of reasons, and Twit did stay with us, and they deserve credit for that. So please go ahead and give them all due credit for that. Somebody said more Sarah Lane, please. I talked to Sarah today. So Sarah was here in the office today, and I talked to her. She is very excited to be a regular problem solver guest person. So I want to do it once a month, and even if she's not the guest for the full episode, to bring her on and just do a problem solver segment, and maybe it's its own little mini episode. Maybe it's on the show. Whatever we want to do.
Yeah, agreed.
Was it really mutual? Yes, man. There ain't no other way that I can tell you this. That is like, there ain't no other way to say it.
I remember when you came out of the meeting and it was like,
and I talked to you right afterward,
Yep.
and then you talked to Lisa right afterward. So you would probably be the person to say,
right.
It was a amicable, mutual thing.
You came to Lisa with an issue and everyone agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and actually, and to be honest, it was no BS. It was the kind of thing where it's like, let's lay out some facts. All of our success comes from being filthy and unseltzered.
Unseltzered. Completely flat.
Yes. And then here's another fact is,
No. It's not. No. This is not to say that the show hasn't been a success. I mean, for me, it has been a tremendous success.
well, for everybody, we were certainly paying the bills
without any dirty words. No. And that's not. Listen, this ain't about curse words.
Yeah.
This ain't about us saying the F word or the S word. Because to be frank, we usually wind up saying the F word or the S word every once in a while anyway. And we're not going to say it that much more on the Night Attack show.
Right.
It's really just more of us being able to kind of explore the room a little bit creatively and just not have to look over our shoulder and say, well, if we say this, over top of an ad read, that it's not just our butts, it's Twit's butts. And for us, we very much thought about doing this a little while ago after the Squarespace thing, only because, there was in the midst of that, there was rumors that they were going to pull their stuff for the entire network. And we don't want that. we don't want to, have that on us. And that was something that would really, Twit means a lot to us. We don't want to hurt him like that.
Well, and I guess that's the thing is I think you nailed it where it says we want the freedom to make mistakes without impacting other people. It's like if we have if we have a few people throwing us a tip jar and we're able to entertain everyone on a Tuesday night, then for us, we are able to move into high risk, high yield territory, which we can't do on the show right now. High risk means every so often we have a click clack or of a spam as a rapist thing. And then we end up like really damaging people who we care about. And we don't want that to happen. However, if the only people who we impact are the ones who are paying our bills, well, then, they either know that this is the snake they picked up or they pull their funding, in which case that's fine. That's only us that we're affecting. But what we're chasing is that high yield gold, that stuff where every so often we do high risk, high yield, and we end up having a Night Attack Live or a Night Attack 2.0 or a Diamond Club or whatever. That's what we want. Guys,
so NSFW is Charmeleon and Night Attack is Charizard, pretty much. Like I couldn't explain it any more than that.
BB Live Show is Charmander.
Yes, with Charmander.
Wait, is that what are those? Oh, we got a logo already. There you go. Boom.
Hey.
Done. Fixed.
Nailed it.
It's great.
I made the album art right off the bat.
I like your new red hair.
Yeah, it's something I came up with. Like just by myself.
Something you're gonna do.
So yeah. Listen,
That needs to be on a mug.
This is something that we've thought long and hard about, and it just it's just the right next step, and it doesn't mean it's easy. Doesn't mean it's necessarily fun, at times, because I'm really excited about it. But I'm not even gonna lie, man. Coming in here and talking to a bunch of people and realizing this is gonna be the last time that I come up here for NSFW at the very least is something that was really emotional to me, and I'm not. Jammer B, this is going to be the last time I stand on my perch and look, gaze upon you, to which I would like to say, I will remember you. Will you remember me? You have to go there. Like, don't let your life pass you by. Thanks for the memories. Boodle-de-deedle-doo.
Did you know salespeople spend? Holy crap! Hold on! Whoa!
Boo-doodle-doo. Beedle-dee-doo.
Have you
Thank you,
seen?
Jammer B.
Okay, what's going on here? because there's two, like, as you're doing that, like before you even got to the Boodle Deedle Doo, I started looking up Boodle Deedle Doo, and then you got this like Boodle Deedle Doo Rolling in the Deep parody original, which I'm like, what? All right, and then there's like the
updated. It's even the thumbnail.
Like, what is going on? You got multiple people. Are people like? Did this get popular enough that people needed to repost it and
wait? Really?
That's what it looks like.
That one says 4 days ago and it has 7 views.
And it says the same thing at the bottom.
Why should I have known who she is? Because she sang a lot of pretty songs with her pretty mouth. Does she have any rocking ideas that would blow my mind?
How about that? You had to have heard the there's a fire burning in my heart. Doo doo diddle dee dee. Boodle doodle. Beep beep dee doodle. Boodle deedle da. Doo doo diddle dee dee. Doodle deedle doo. Doodle deedle doodle. Doodle deedle doo. Doo doo diddle dee dee. Boodle doodle. Beep beep dee doodle. Boodle deedle da. Doo doo diddle dee dee. Boodle doodle. Beep beep dee doodle. Doodle deedle doodle. Beep beep dee boodle deedle boodle doodle. Beep beep dee doodle.
really like it. By that point, it's over, right? It's just 3 minutes of repeat after that.
Yeah. No, that's true. So wait, but there's another one with like 17,000 views?
Oh, yeah. No, I think it says it's the original. So either the guy changed, because originally it just said boodle deedle do. So I think the guy realized he could get some SEO on this. So he made this. This is the original.
Wait,
yeah, it doesn't have the context at the beginning.
There's a fire burning in.
And so it's got the don't click. If you don't get it, click here. So there's
Oh,
this.
okay. Yeah, no, that's correct.
Adele. Yeah.
Why should I have known who she is?
Because she sang a lot of pretty songs with her pretty mouth.
Does she have any rocking ideas that would blow my mind?
Never mind, she'll find someone like you.
See, that's
which is nothing but the best for you.
I don't even. What is that?
How about that? You had to have heard the there's a fire burning in my heart. Do do diddle dee 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 boodle doodle doo. One like that. You ever hear that? Beep beep dee doodle boodle deedle daddle boodle deedle doodle deedle doo. Boodle deedle daddle doodle deedle doodle boodle deedle doo. Deedle beedle boo. Boot deedle. With the needle.
Okay, just tell me this: if somebody makes a faux CD cover that looks like a single, "Boodle Leedle Doo," by Justin Robert Young, will you make that your Twitter avatar just for like 2 minutes?
You think I got a career? Because you have all those kids things, right? Like those the Yo
kids
Gabba
bops.
Gabbas and the
Yeah.
Doodle Pops of the world. Like, why can't I be like? I'll be like Glee, right? Like Glee takes all these popular songs and then repackages them for tweens and ladies.
So
and
mad.
then have a bunch of kids sing cover versions of these songs. What if I do that for an even younger demo? For like the 2 to 5 demo, I just do pop songs. I'm just called the Deedle Doo. And I'm just like, I have a character and I walk through my crazy imaginary world and I'm wearing this hat. And then all of a sudden it's like, what was that? Mr. Raven?
All right, dude.
A boo.
All this is telling me is that we definitely have to have our last episode be a remembrance of all the amazing things. Like, we need everybody to, because like I'm looking at this stuff right now. Hold on.
Revener, we're going to do one more episode, and it's going to be old school. Brian and Austin, me in Florida.
Just saying.
This is the same episode, too.
What? This was?
Yep.
Whoa. Says. Whoa. Dang it. It's not censored. Where's the censored one?
It should be right there.
You chose the uncensored audio.
Well, I clicked on T2T2T to see like which one. Because this is the one with the video, and I know he made an alternate version. Oh, censored version right there. Clicked.
Click.
Wow, man. We brought some magic.
Put your number quick. We got some bad words. Woo! Sweat hype man. Yeah, motherfucker. Put your number quick. We'll report what it is. Woo! We'll report. These motherfuckers know they Twitter is everywhere you possibly go. It's like air. It's like neutrinos. It's all over the place. You need to get up on some like Tom Mary talks about. Yo, that news today coming all up in this or in the train on your brain with technology. Open sourcing the Palm Brio West motherfucker. That shit is free in your pocket. What your mother know about Twitch? We got some bad words. Woo! Twit hype man. Yeah, mother. What your mother know about Twitch? We'll report what it is. Woo! We'll report. These motherfuckers know they